Hello everyone, welcome to class. I'm the teacher Alexis for class 302C. Nice meeting you. A little bit about myself. I have been teaching XChem for 3 to 4 years. And this is my, I think, 5th or 6th time teaching 302. So I've been teaching this class a lot. A little bit about me, what I like to do as a hobby. I like to run and swim, especially for summer. Okay, so that's a little bit about me. Let's get started. We'll start with our parent meeting. So first thing I want to talk about in our class is a student policy. I know that I have seen some familiar faces from other classes, so it may be your second time hearing about this. But I do want to go over this. Before I talk about the policy, I want to talk about the reason why and why this matters. The reason why it matters is because at XChem, we have two missions we want to do. First mission is to help you build strong foundation in computer science. Second mission is to create a sense of community. For us to achieve that, you need to be in the class to learn CS and to participate. If you're not here, then it's really hard for us to achieve our mission and to help you. So we have some policies to help you. First one is a camera on policy. Everyone, please make sure you turn your camera on. The reason why this is important is because I don't really know whether you're here or not if you don't have your camera on. So make sure you turn it on. If you have any questions or any issues, such as my camera is broken, let me know, and I would like to see your camera working next week. For those who don't turn their camera on, what I will do is I will contact the CC, the class coordinator after class, they will contact your parent. Let your parent know that you haven't turned your camera on, and this is pretty urgent. So what if you need to go to the bathroom? Or what if you're eating and you don't want to show your face? That's okay. Just directly message me. Let me know that you're eating or doing something else. So that's the camera on policy. Next, participation. Make sure you participate. And the way to do that is when I ask you a question, make sure that you reply to me. I don't want you to just say nothing and pretend that no one said anything. It's not okay. If I ask you a question or if your classmate asks you a question and you just say nothing. If that happens, the class coordinator will contact your parent and let them know about this. Third, respectful communication. We want to make sure that this is a safe space for everyone to learn. So we don't want to see anything that's inappropriate. I don't want to see any swearing. I don't want to see any disrespectful moves. Anything offensive, I don't want to see that. If that happens, your parent will also know because we'll contact them. Last but not least, Zoom name policy, make sure that you use your real name for your Zoom name. That is our policy. Any questions so far? Okay. Next, let's talk about the syllabus. What will we learn in this quarter? We will learn about tree and graph. Those are the two main things we'll learn in this quarter. For tree, we'll talk about what tree is, some properties. And then we'll talk about different types of tree, like binary search tree and heap. We'll talk about how we can build those tree, how those tree works, and some application. Next, we'll talk about graph. And there are two main topics for graph. One is shortest path. Say you're using Google Map and you wonder how it works. It uses shortest path algorithm, where we want to find out from A to B, how do I get there using the shortest path. We'll talk about three types of shortest path algorithm: Wilberforce, Dijkstra, and Fuller-Warshall. Next, we'll talk about minimum spending tree. Or if I want to give you a scenario, imagine that in the cities, there are some roads that connect cities. And you want to make sure every city is connected, but you use as minimum possible roads as possible, where you reduce the cost of building those roads. How would you do that? And that's when we introduce minimum spending tree. We talked about Prince and Kruskal's algorithm. Those are the main topic we'll introduce in this quarter. And don't worry if I throw a lot of word to you. At the end of the quarter, we'll know what each of these algorithms mean and how to implement those algorithms. Questions so far about the syllabus and topics? Okay, great. Next, I would like to play a video for you. Let me know if you can hear the sound in the chat.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the first parent meeting. In this meeting, I'm just going to quickly talk about some of the useful information to make sure that you're informed and that your child can be successful in XCamp.
Yep.
So the first thing to note is that there is some class information in the information tab. So if you're in the courseware for your course, and you click on information, you'll be able to see some information such as the teacher, the class coordinator, link to the class, link to homework night, and other information like that. So please make sure that you know that under that tab, there's some helpful information. And then additionally, another place for helpful information is in the syllabus. Now, the syllabus is located in the course content for the class, and that just has an overview of the course content, along with some of the topics that are going to be taught in the class, and potentially even a introduction into what will be taught in the next class. Now, how do XCamp classes work? Well, currently we have all our classes conducted online in Zoom meetings, and the students are expected to have their webcams turned on in class, specifically with the camera facing their face so that we can see them. Now, all the students are encouraged to proactively engage in the class, and that's just through answering questions or participating in breakout room discussions, or participating in some coding practice, whether that's in discourse or separately assigned by the teacher. So there are lots of ways that students can participate during the class and are expected to participate. Now, after the class, students will be assigned a homework exercise, and those homework exercises are a little bit different than if you're used to completing your homework assignments at school. So usually with the homework assignments at school, they're a little bit quicker and there's probably more problems and it's a little bit easier to get full points, or the students are expected to get full points on their first try if they understood the course content. And I just want to tell you that with coding, that's not quite the case. Even if you understand the content, it really takes some time to practice it. And you should not have the expectation that you're always going to get 100% during the week on your very first try. We really value upsolving, and that's just this idea of once you've tried the problem, going back to see if you can try it again until you get your 100% on the question or 100% on your homework. Now, that often will be beyond just the week that you were expected to work on the homework. However, it is important to note that we will contact parents if the homework scores for a specific child is really low for 2 weeks. So if a student is failing to do their homework or just solving a couple questions on the homework, and really missing out on the bulk of it, that's when we will contact you and make sure that you are up to date and we can find some solutions to help your child. Now, we have a problem-solving process, and this is what we expect our students to follow. Now, they might choose to do so in a different way, but this is really what we recommend, which is first trying to read the problem carefully, maybe even a couple of times, trying out some sample input and output on paper to make sure you understand the question correctly and make sure you have the right idea. Then think about how to solve the problem using what you learned in class. The homework problems will always connect to what we learned in class, but maybe you just have to think back and think a little bit creatively. Additionally, you can watch the homework explanation video if you need. We have hint videos and solution videos to help you get through that process. Use a pencil and paper to outline your plan on how to solve the problem depending on the problem's difficulty or how well you understand it. And then also code your solution, test with different cases. A lot of times the problems will just give you one test case. You definitely want to create your own test cases and see if they work as expected. And then finally submit your work. Okay, so let's go on to the next problem here, which is homework night. So homework night is hosted every single night from 5 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And students are encouraged to join the Zoom session and work on their homework. So it is a place where you can get help, but you don't need to go to the homework night to get help. You can simply just join the homework night. It's nice and quiet, and you can just work on your homework during that time. And if you get stuck, you can ask one of the TAs for help, and they will be able to assist you. So don't feel like you have to go to the homework night with a question. You can always hang out there, and if you get stuck, then you can ask your question whenever you need it. And like I mentioned before, homework night Zoom link can be found in the courseware under the information tab. Now, the hint video and solution videos are a really useful tool for students to be able to make sure that they get full points. Oftentimes, there's just a small misunderstanding by the student on how to complete the problem. And the hint video is a way that they can clear up that misunderstanding and save them a lot of time from going down the wrong route. Now, make sure not to jump to the hint videos too soon. You really want to practice spending enough time to try and understand the problem yourself. Remember, if you're interested at all in competitions, you won't have hints or solutions to help you along the way. And the solution video will walk you through the code and show you how you can complete the problem as intended. Now, we also have a platform, Discourse, and in Discourse, this is basically a forum section where students can ask questions and either their classmates can answer, or we also have TAs who are dedicated to check for posts and answer and make sure students get the replies that they're looking for. So for this, it's student-to-student communication, and Discourse should be your priority when you have like any course-related questions. You can ask those and other students can answer, or TAs can answer. Additionally, you can also ask homework-related questions as well. Now, this is kind of a workflow diagram of how you should go about your homework. So after class, you have your homework, and if you have no clue how to start it, then you can always go to the hint video. Additionally, you can go back to the slides in class and see if you can make some connection from that. Now, if you failed a couple times and you don't really have the right idea or it's not quite working, you can then go to the solution video, which will be released after 2 days, or depending on the class, it might be slightly different, but our standard policy is about 2 days. And after the solution video, if you still are not quite understanding how the problem works or what's wrong with your submission, well, for our lower level classes, we have office hour that we offer where they can get the one-on-one TA debugging help. And for if you have a time conflict with that, or you're in a higher level class where we don't have such a need for the one-on-one help, well, we have the Discourse where you can ask questions always, and you'll get a reply within 24 hours. And then also you can just go to the homework night and also ask your questions there. Now, additionally, the student guidebook is a resource that can be used and should be used by students in order to make sure that they have all the information regarding how to access discourse, how to do some other things like download test cases or some of the rules and instructions and some other helpful information. So just make sure that in your book, you see the student guidebook content, and there it will have all that information necessary for the students to understand in case there's always some students who have some trouble logging into discourse or things like that. Now, a really important role in terms of the class is our class coordinators. Now, our class coordinators are basically our way of following up with the students and sort of monitoring their progress and being that communication layer between the teacher and the parents. Now, there's sometimes a lot of communication or questions or things like that 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 parents could have, and our class coordinators are there to quickly assist you and make sure that you have all the information and all your questions are answered. And they're basically going to collect some requirements for students and parents and make sure everything is synced and we're all on the same page and just provide a really great service for you. And then they'll also provide some other coding related information like seminars and contests and camps and other things like that. So hopefully this information was really helpful. If you have any further questions, feel free to reach out to your class coordinator or reach out to us here at XCamp in order to get those questions answered. I hope that you have a really great quarter. You enjoy our teaching, and we see you back again for the next quarter.
Okay, great. That is it for our parent meeting. Now let's open up for Q&A. Any question? Okay, if we don't have any question, we can end the parent meeting. If you have further questions, great. If we have further questions or things you want to ask, feel free to ask it in the WeChat group. You can contact the class coordinator. In this case, it's going to be Ashley, you, or you can contact me. I'm also in the group, or you can email me. Great. That's it for our parent meeting video and also parent meeting. Thank you for coming. Have a great rest of your day. And before we move on, I want to ask a favor from you. I know that for you, you have different academic goals. Some of you may really want to pass user code. Some of you may want to build a strong foundation in computer science. Some of you may want to learn this to explore as interest. So do me a favor and let me know a little bit about you. What are your goals at XCamp? And how many hours do you plan to spend on homework? How would you describe your learning characteristic? Would you consider yourself as self-disciplined, restless, curious, active, or independent? And what do you look forward to this quarter? So let's take 1 to 2 minutes to fill out this survey. If you fill this out before, I'm going to ask you to fill out again. There are 3 questions, so it shouldn't take too long. For this class, it's 302. And once you're done, so let me know that you're done and we can move on. Let's do a joy emoji to mean that you finish your survey. Okay. Well, just to let you know, this is not optional. This is mandatory. Everyone, please fill this out. It's very important to us. I can't fill out the Google form. Uh, is that because of the region issue? If you can, I think that's okay. Let's see. All right, great. I'll give you guys 20, 30 more seconds and then we'll start today's learning journey. Okay, let's start. And thank you for filling out the survey. We will take a look at the end. So, what is the learning journey for today? What are we gonna learn today? First thing, we'll do an activity to get to know you better. I don't want it to be a class where you listen to me for 2 hours, you go, you remember like maybe 30, 40% of the class, and I personally think it may not be very fun. So I want to make it not just a great learning experience for you, but also fun. So we'll get to know each other a little bit and you'll see. Second, after the activity, we will introduce graph. We'll talk about what it is and how to present it. How would you represent graph? Represent. Then we move on to talk about tree. We also talk about what is the definition of tree, how to represent it, the traversal, and application of traversal. That's the main goal of today. Questions so far? Okay, let's start with the activity. So what is the activity and what are we doing? We're doing self-introduction. It's very simple. We'll say a few things about ourselves. What is our name? Second, what is one thing? What is one thing you enjoy and something? I know that some of you may have seen these two questions before, but it may be your first time seeing this. So to make it more fun, I want to add a few rules. Rule A, you cannot repeat. If I say, well, I like swimming, you cannot say you like swimming. If I say I don't like going to school because it's summer, I mean, one thing I enjoy is not going to school in summer. Then you can say that. Row B is pick a person to go or go again. If you want to go again and mention one more thing about what you enjoy in summer, you can go again. Or you can just pick the next. Row C. If you have done this before, you cannot repeat what you say. No, repeat what you say. I remember what you say in the past. So if you have done this activity before, you need to come up with new thing. Is everyone clear on this activity? Good. Thank you, Ben. I like your thumbs up. It's good. Okay, let's start. I'll go first. My name is Alexis. One thing I enjoy in summer is swimming. Well, I guess I mentioned that before. I'm going to mention new things. One thing I enjoy in summer is eating ice cream. It's great. That's one thing I enjoy. Okay, next person. Who wants to go next? Any volunteer?
Hello, my name is Patrick, and one thing I enjoy in summer is going to China, I guess, because there's a lot of good food there, and um, it looks pretty beautiful.
What part of China are you going to?
I'm at Xi'an right now.
Oh, nice, nice. Great. China's good.
Yeah. Should I pick the next person?
Yes, you can pick the next.
Vincent.
Hi, my name is Vincent, and I like running.
Oh, me too, me too.
Uh, I guess I'll pick Ben.
Hi, I'm Ben. Uh, okay, well, I live in Australia, so it's winter right now. But in summer, I I've forgotten what summer's like. I enjoy playing basketball.
Nice, nice.
Um, participants. Harry? Sorry, random name.
Yeah, my name is Harry, and I enjoy having more time to stay inside and work on my hobbies, playing video games or reading. So just like having more time in general, yeah. And Lindsay.
My name is Lindsay. One thing I like in summer is sleeping more.
Nice. Just a side note, I'm taking some notes so that I don't so that I keep in mind because it's kind of hard for me to memorize everything. Yeah. Continue, Lindsay.
Oh, in summer I like to sleep.
Oh, okay. You can pick the next person.
Um, Leon.
Oh, hi, my name is Leon, and I like eating barbecue in the summer. Oh, and I picked Benson.
You said Benson, right?
Oh, sorry. It was a little bit like there was a bit of noise. Uh, I enjoy hi, my name is Benson and I enjoy hanging out with my friends. uh, Alan.
Yes, my name is Alan, and something I enjoy is going to the beach. I'll pick on let's see, Dylan.
Dylan, it's your turn now.
Sorry, I didn't hear. My name's Dylan, and one thing I enjoy in summer is spending more time at home.
Nice.
Oh, right. I guess I'll pick. Hasn't gone. Luke.
My name is Luke, and I like going on vacation.
Wait, just to make sure I hear it, did you say something about Genshin?
Going on vacation.
Oh, okay, okay. I thought I heard something like Genshin Impact. Okay, go on vacation. Great.
Brian.
My name is Brian and I like doing math. Patrick could go.
My name is Patrick. I like playing video games. Luke, go.
Did you say Luke?
Yes.
I think he went. Is why he enjoys going on vacation.
Okay. Oscar.
Hi, I'm Oscar. I enjoy the summer weather, and I don't think anyone else hasn't gone yet. I think everyone's gone.
Okay, great. If you haven't gone, give me a thumbs up reaction. I think that's pretty much everyone. Okay, great. So yeah, so it's good knowing you. One thing I want to point out is no one ever mentioned that what they enjoy in summer is coding. That's one